So this is my final, shelf. Yay! Okay, so we are going to first, I'm going to go ahead, figure out, see, this is my front here. And so I'm just going to find my center using my grid. And I'm going to take one of these strips, just like I did before, cut these in half, and I don't know if you can hear my dogs. They're playing. Alright, so I am going to put 1/2 there. I'll line it up with the back. No, this is the front, right? Line it up with the back. Find my, find my center. Right about in here. Alright, so there's that part. And then there we go. Give it a little pinch. There we go. Alright, so there's that little bugger. I did start using some of the, oh, wait a minute. I got to put my other little starters on here first. Alright. These are my place markers. I don't know. I don't know which way to call these. But this is how I know how far to separate my shelves. So we get them at the proper distance from each other. Okay, there's that one. And here is this one. Ow. And I just want to make sure that I have that straight and even. Okay, and then this needs a little bit of cutting. All right. It was funny when I was, as I've been doing this, I've been loading the first couple of videos to do on this project. And I hear myself coughing and saying, oh, I'm sorry, my allergies and all of that. And that ended up being a head cold and not allergies. So I was kind of laughing at myself there, going, yeah, you were trying to convince yourself that you were, oh, it's just allergies. Put a little spray up my nose, take a pill, and I'll be fine. Yeah. Goodness, I was almost down for 2 weeks with that sucker. Almost down for 2 weeks. Yeah. I just was so exhausted. Just exhausted. That was the big thing. You know, the coughing and the nose and all that, you know, that's very irritating and all of that. But I just could not get over how exhausted I was. But it's all gone. Well, it's not all gone, but for the most part, it's gone. I have actually started doing things again because, I mean, I wasn't even in the mood to craft, watch a video, you know, get on the phone and check and see how anything was doing. I got Etsy orders. I got those done. I don't know how, and half the time I don't remember. So I'm sorry if somebody got an Etsy order and there was something wrong with it. Please let me know, because it was all I could do. It was all I could do. My son came over and he said, "Do you want me to do it, Mom?" I thought, oh, I love my boy to death, but I don't know what you'd end up with. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was very sweet of him, but yeah. No, I did the orders. You might have gotten better if he had done them. I don't know. But I remember I made a promise to one gal, and I mailed off her stuff and forgot to do the thing that I had promised her I would do. So the next day I got an envelope out and put in the item I promised her and sent it to her. So if you're watching this and you know who you are, it's a-coming. It's a-coming. Okay. And through all that, we had a snowstorm. So, wowie wow, huh? Okay, so now you've watched me, hopefully, while I was jabber-jawing about nothing important. So you saw me get this last one ready. And I'm going to go ahead and take off my so sorry. Okay. So those are all out. All right. So to prep this, I know I wasn't doing this before, so I'm going to go ahead and take the tape backing off on both sides. And then you just, you know, you just have to kind of be wary about if you put it down or something. And, you know, we've got our front here. So I do want to make sure that I did not put the tape all the way up to the top because I want some glue there. And I'm putting glue everywhere I don't have tape. Plus down the front and the back, okay? But especially across this top, I want some nice glue there. Flip it over, do the same thing. Let me. I'm really very happy with how sturdy this box is. And guys, you just get in there and do it. No fear. You know what? This is going to be the year that I say no fear. This is just crafting. It's just paper. If we mess it up, we're just going to do it again. No fear. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear of, oh, but I'll ruin it. It's just paper. You can make it again. And if you make it again, you're probably going to improve upon it. So don't worry about it if you have to make it again. Unless it is that you don't want to make it again, which I have done that a couple of times in my life as well. Okay, so I'm going to be standing up here because I want you to see. So we're going to pinch these. bring the edges down. There we go. There we go. Not too far. All right. So, I'm going to put there we go. Get those in there so we are nice and tight right up at the top. So now we just need to close the box. And we've got this top piece here. And I suppose I could do this. We've got this top piece here and this top piece here. Alright. I think I do have still exposed this double-sided tape here. This is going to fold down underneath this little bit of paper we still have left hanging over the edge, as well as the flap that went down inside the box lid. Okay, so that is this piece, and then extra paper. Okay, so that's going to close down over it, and will catch on any of this paper, any of this sticky tape that is not covered by this. So it's going to sandwich it, but we need to make sure that we are really going to be getting some good adhesion. The word of the week. No fear and adhesion. Yeah, we're going to work on this no fear thing. Everybody out of their comfort zone. And I mean, you just, if it is so freeing and so releasing. I mean, I just grabbed this box and said, okay, I've never done anything like this really in my life. At least not where I didn't have where, okay, I can just take my time, do it, nobody's watching. You know, if I screw up, I screw up. So, yeah, I did this with you guys watching and brought you along on the ride, made some changes, told you about them, and am inviting you to get a box. I know there's at least one thing in your life that you can use some more storage. Might not even be in the craft room. Alright, so there's that one. You see, I put a couple of pieces of double-sided tape down just because it will help hold the everything together while the glue dries. Alright, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put glue. I'm trying to get this in frame across here. Okay, so get these flat, fold this down, and really pay attention to the edge. Really pay attention to that edge. And then we're going to fold this down. There we go. Now remember, nobody's going to see that because that is up top. Now, I did flip it over. You can't see it, but I am getting my... excuse me. I was outside for a little while. When I go inside and then come back into the heat, it kind of gets me coughing for a little while. So I do apologize for that. But this too shall pass, right? Yes, this too shall pass. All right, guys. We've got our box. Now, I have these little dividers, and I thought, you know what? If I want to put something on the top of this, then I want it to not collapse. So I did have a piece, but it ended up getting folded too many times, and it's not any good now. You know, it's got folded way too many times. So I was hoping that I would be able to get this to work. Okay. There we go. So I am going to cut the back of this so that it is level. Let me see. Okay, so it's not completely straight, which is fine. It's a little tighter in the back than in the front. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off here so it doesn't stick out any further than the other ones. Okay. So, I'm just gonna stick some tape there. I'm gonna put some glue here. Take the backings off. Come here. Ah. There we go. And let's get some glue down. All right. Fold this. Let's do it this way. Okay, and then just push it down where it needs to be. Oops. All right, I'm just going to let that dry. Okay, I think we are done. Woo woo! That is just awesome. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So now I can put all of my ephemera in one box. You know, maybe not all of it, but and then I have 2 more. So I might make another box. I might just leave these just the way they are. I don't know if you can see that. But when I'm looking at them this way, I can see my tags. And I told you guys that I would tell you what I had. So my first one is advertisement. So this goes anything that's an ad, anything that is, you know, marketing something. And it's absolutely chock full. I go into that one a lot. Animals. So there's Dora. But you know, if it's a chimpanzee or a dog or whatever, if I have it, that's and then I have Disney. So I have some you know, random books that have Disney items in them and stuff like that. So I cut those out. This is feminine. So it's maybe not ladies. It's not the actual person, but it's things that are feminine. Well, like this is all stuff that is for a lady's diary. You know, it's all stuff from that. I don't know why that blank piece of paper is in there. But let me show you some of the other things that are in here. So there's, you know, the color is feminine. The little flowers, the poem, good shoes take you places. Well, that's feminine. You know, so those kind of things is that. Okay. Next is love. So it's anything that says I love you, or anything that says you and me, or Mr. and Mrs., or if it's, you know, got something about wedding. Children. I'm sorry, I don't have these in, I will try and type all these down in the description box, but children, so that is, you know, I've even got pictures of myself in there if we had like duplicates or something. Countries. So if it's a picture of something in Spain, a castle in Italy, a map of something, if it can fit in here, then that goes in there. Let's see, florals. So obviously anything that is flowers. So that's it, flowers, leaves, flora, fauna, that kind of stuff. Men. These are actual pictures of men. Tim Holtz, you know, all those men that are in his little thing. Let's see, what else do I have here? I've got odds and ends. So this is like if I have a camera, if I have a quarter, a perfume bottle. So just odds and ends. Tags and labels. Obviously, it's just what it is. If it's a tag or a label that, you know, is just single, ready to get stamped on or whatever. What else do I have? Let's see. I'm trying to kind of keep it in. Okay. Then I have Sherlock. I will be making at some point, probably this year, a Sherlock Holmes. I have been saving stuff for this for years. So anything I have that reminds me of that time period, of you know, anything that see it, and this is Baker and Company, and he was on Baker Street, so it's even better, you know. So yeah, there's that one. Then I have, let's see, I have wings. So birds, butterflies, dragonflies, anything that has wings goes in here. Words, so forever, voyage, vintage, Wednesday, and any kind of words are in there. This is vellum. Right now all it has is the Tim Holtz vellum pieces, but I want to do some stuff with vellum. I love vellum. And then the last one that I have is women. And so this is actual, I've had feminine, you know, and I have, the Sherlock is kind of like the masculine stuff, and then I have men. Then I have feminine, and then I have women. So this is actually, and some of them are just, you know, going to be interchangeable, but this is basically anything I have that is a woman. Standing, sitting. So sorry. So that's what all of this is for, and that just does not want to stay glued down. So we're going to add some more glue to that puppy. There! Now you must stay. Alright guys. If I would have been smart, I would have found a different box that was going to be a little bit bigger for me. But I am happy to get these in. I am happy. I think that the biggest thing was, see where I was going to put the box. I really couldn't make it a whole lot taller, but I've changed my mind since then, of course. But this will still work for me. This will still work for me. I'm going to be totally happy with having a few of them on the top and then the rest on the bottom. And probably the ones on the top will be the ones that I use the most, which is probably, wow, okay, if I have 4 to choose from that are going to be my most used: advertisement, floral, words, and odds and ends. Those are probably the most ones that, you know, that I get into and dig around in the most. So, yeah. Tags and labels sometimes too. Usually if I'm doing a lot of clusters or something, I will get into my tags and labels for sure. Love you guys. Mwah! Thank you so much. I hope you make this and that you find something very useful for it and that you have a wonderful time. No fear, guys. Just get in there and do it. Do it! Love you. Bye. So here is the tin, and we've got it on the ceiling and all across. Please pardon his mess, but you know, this is a work in progress here. There's my husband working on his stove. But isn't that wonderful? It is just so beautiful. Just beautiful tin. All right, guys.